this is a secret. Not even, I don't think any of my friends know this. I think the people who know this secret most probably my siblings. Hi, my name is Arinete Hannah and welcome to my YouTube channel. This channel is called The Bottom of It. For those who don't know, it's actually an extension of my already existing blog. And I'm very excited for today's topic. I want to do something very short. I want to be short and precise. So this goes out to those people who, have a certain skill, activity in your career path and you do not necessarily like doing it. Well, I'm here to tell you that you have to put yourself in a position where you have to be head on with that skill that you don't like. You have to put yourself in a situation, in a position that's going to force you to do that thing. I'll give you an example. Let's say you want to be a photographer, you want to be a videographer, you enjoy holding that camera, you enjoy, taking pictures, but you don't really like the editing part of videography and photography. Let's say you want to be an accountant, you enjoy counting, counting the books and all that, but you have a challenge with the mathematics. Yeah. Let's say you want to be a journalist like myself, and you enjoy listening to people's stories, you enjoy interviewing people, you enjoy, all these things, but you do not necessarily like the writing part of journalism. So this goes out to all of those kinds of people. So I'll give you an example. I want to be a journalist. I am actually currently pursuing a bachelor's in journalism and communication, and I'll tell you for a fact, this is a secret. Not even, I don't think any of my friends know this. I think the people who know this secret most probably my siblings, but I've never liked writing. Yes, I can have an idea in my mind. I can have an idea of how I want the thing to flow on paper, but I've never really enjoyed writing because it takes a lot of time, a lot of thinking. It takes a lot of preparedness. So when I realized that I didn't like writing and I really wanted to pursue journalism, a career that needs you to write, I decided to put myself in a position that forced me to do that. So when I was in high school, I did stand for a leadership post for library and information. And one of the very many reasons as to why I stood for that post is because I knew that kind of leader was in charge of the magazine, the school magazine. And I know if I was in charge of a school magazine, that would actually push me to go and write. So I just jumped into the leadership post. I won, and here comes the day where I'm supposed to be editing people's work, rewriting some articles, writing articles, and I was like, oh boy. But I still knew what I wanted. I knew I put myself in a position to force myself to create, to make writing a habit in my life. So to make it, by the way, to top it all off, they even gave me one of the hardest sectors in the magazine, and that was education. You people, who wants to write for education? Most people would write articles on fashion, music, those fun stuff, but nobody really wanted to write about academics or education. So I found myself in this sector where there are like 3 articles and I need to have like 10 articles. So I was forced to actually sit down and write and do research about the education sector, about generally things to do with academics. And it was really challenging for me, but I felt I at the same time it was challenging, but at the same time I was like, yes, now this is going to push me to write and better my art in writing. And then school got done, and come to holidays, vacation, I also started my own blog, The Bottom of It. And the reason why I started it mostly was to keep myself writing, even in the holidays, even in outside of school, because I knew if I didn't continue writing, this skill would actually live past me by. So I put myself in the position of owning my own blog so that I am responsible for it. I'm supposed to be posting new content constantly. I'm supposed to be writing about different things. I'm supposed to be researching about different things. So I literally put myself in a position that was going to force me to perfect this skill. So if you're out there and there is a certain skill that you know you need in your career, but you do not necessarily like, put yourself in a position that is going to push you to better that skill, that is going to push you to improve that specific skill, and to, most importantly, put yourself in a position that is going to make you create this as a habit. You know, the more you do something, it later on becomes a habit. Now, because I put myself in those positions, I have to tell you that I love writing, and I don't think I can live without writing. Why? Because I put myself in that position, and now the writing has become like a habit. You know, wherever I am, I get an idea, pop, start writing on my phone in the notes. If I always carry my notebook around, write in my notebook. So I thank God that due to this force I put on myself, you know, positive force, by the way, I put on myself, it has helped me to create this writing skill as a habit. So now it's no longer something I struggle with. It's more like something I love doing. More like a habit. Like the way you breathe in fresh air, that's how writing is for me right now, because I put myself in that position. So if you're out there and you're struggling with a certain skill, put yourself in the position where you will have to use that skill, where you have to better that skill, where you have to continuously do it almost every day. And trust me, later on, that skill will no longer be a burden to you. It will no longer be a baggage, but it will now start to be part of you. It will start to be a habit, the same way breathing is. So that's all I had for you today. Do not forget to subscribe. Do not forget to tap on the notifications bell so that every time I post a new video, you are the first one to know it. But otherwise, for me, thank you so much for tuning in. See you next time. Bye.